as you've said, we are going to be looking at the drought situation in the country. And first of all, we want to understand, how did we get here? Well, Kenya, just like the Greater Horn of Africa, has suffered 5 consecutive rain failure. According to the Meteorological Department, this coming rainy season, that is the March to May rainy season, we also expect depressed rainfall in many parts of the country. What does this mean? It means that food production will be affected, and so we want to delve into the numbers as far as the counties are concerned. And here we want to look at the counties that have been affected. So far, there have been 22 counties which have been identified. The latest reports are coming from the East Africa Community and the ASAL Regional Development Ministry. Mandera, Samburu, Tana River, Wajir, Isiolo, Kitui, Kajiado, Kilifi, just to mention a few of the counties that have been affected by drought. Now, when we move on, we look at the drought situation in Kenya. Now, it's been categorized, emergency phase, where we have Marsabit and Turkana County. And that means that in these counties, why it's being categorized as being in the emergency phase is because the amount of food, or the food gap that the people are getting here is quite, the gap is quite large, meaning that people could go even a day or two without food. Alarm phase, we have Kitui, Kajiado, Kilifi, Makueni, Mandera, Samburu, Tana River, Wajir and Isiolo counties. Now, the alert phase, we have Baringo, Garissa, Kwale, Laikipia, Lamu, Meru, Narok, Nyeri, Taita Taveta, West Pokot and Embu counties. Moving on, impacts of drought. 4.4 million people in ASAL counties need food assistance, and also 495,362 in 9 non-ASAL counties require food assistance. Now, impact of drought, over 970,000 children under 5 years are malnourished, over 142,000 expectant and lactating mothers suffer acute malnutrition. Now, effects of insecurity in the drought-affected counties, Turkana, Samburu, Baringo, West Pokot, Laikipia, have been experiencing a lot of insecurity, banditry. Just recently, there is security operation which is happening there, and that in itself is affecting how these people can actually access assistance. So insecurity there being a very major issue in as far as mitigating the drought situation in those areas. And it's not only humans or human beings who are being affected by the drought situation. Approximately 2.6 million livestock have died so far, according to the reports that we received from the EAC, ASAL and Regional Development Ministry. Now, definitely when it comes to mitigation, money is a factor. 24 billion shillings is what the ministry says it needs to be able to mitigate on the issue of drought in the country. O'Brien Kimani will be unpacking that together with our guests in the studio, and they'll be breaking down how these 24 billion shillings will be used. What will it be used for? Is it water? Is it food assistance? And all that. Remember our question of the day. It is, how would you rate the government's assistance in terms of the drought? So we want to hear from you, and we'd like you to get in touch with us on our social media handles, that is at KBC Channel 1 and KBC TV on our Facebook. So how do you rate the government's response to the drought situation in the country?